Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dartsmans' E-Secret Life. Please welcome your host, the First Lady of Newcastle gay scene. It's everyone's favourite aunt. Yours truly, it's Dartsman.
I got key, I got secret, I got key to one another way. I got key, I got secret, I got key to one another way. I got key, yeah.
Now, North News with Paddy Macdee.
Good afternoon. The headlines. Hello, good afternoon. Today we're looking back to December of 1960. Hello, good afternoon. Today we're looking back to December of 1960.
Hello, good afternoon and a warm welcome to another edition of the K-Secret Live with me, yours truly. And also, this is the first time ever I've done a demo radio slot for the show. We're celebrating a special day today, as on the 17th of May, Paddy Macdee turns 70 years old. Happy birthday, Paddy! So I'd like to welcome the listeners to the Paddy Macdee 70th birthday tribute show. Paddy, sit back and relax, have a glass of champagne with Lynn, who I also want to say a shout out to as well. Hello Lynn Pet, hope you're well and enjoy this show with Paddy. Paddy, I know at this time we haven't heard from you on air for a while because of this pandemic, but this is something I want to give back to you and to your listeners. So yes people, I'll be playing Paddy's usual favourite 60s and 70s music, and I'm sure Paddy will be delighted of the choice I've put forward for him. Well Paddy, what a night this is.
together while our hearts were young. I'm a walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel a pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, I wonder why she ran away, and I wonder where she will stay, my little runaway, run, 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 run away. I'm a walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel a pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, I wonder why she ran away, and I wonder where she will stay, my little runaway, run, 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 run away, run, 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 run away.
When you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say, live and let live. You know you did, you know you did, you know you did. But if this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry, say live and let die. Live and let die. Live and let die. Live and let What does it matter to you when you got a job to do? You got to do it well. You got to give the other fella you used to say, live and let live. You know you did, you know you did, you know you did. But if this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry, say live and let die. Live and let die. Live and let die. Live and let die.
fine start to this show. Paddy will have a message from Kyle in South Shields. He says, happy birthday, Mr. Paddy Macdee. Have a fantastic day. Oh, isn't that nice? Yes, folks, we've heard Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons, Oh What a Night, released in December 1975. And it reached number 1 on the 21st of February 1976. We also listened to Del Shannon and Runaway, released in February 1961. The song is sung from the point of view of a man whose girlfriend has left him. She is mostly referred to in the third person, but she is briefly addressed in the second person in the lyric, wishing you were here with me. And of course, Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney and Wings. And I do know Paddy has met Sir Paul McCartney, as what he told me on Series 6 of The Key. He mentioned how he was ushered to the dressing room after requesting a possible interview. Not thinking that he would, but he did. And obviously Paddy met Paul and his first wife Linda and the band members in the dressing room at this Newcastle City Hall. And obviously Paddy had his little portable tape recorder. I do remember those, Paddy, actually, from a young age when I was about 6 or 7. Because I know they were used quite frequently in the 70s and the 1980s and so on. But by God, technology those days, it's a mystery. Okay, folks, I'm back with more classics after this. Tell me, Paddy, as well, your first ever radio show in 1973, BBC Radio Teesside. You interviewed Sir Paul McCartney, didn't you? And tell me, what was it like to meet the legendary Beatle?
Oh, absolutely fabulous. Yes, I just started that radio show that I mentioned a few minutes ago in, as you said, 1973.
Yeah.
And I had tickets to see Paul McCartney, who was doing a gig at Newcastle City Hall. And I thought, I'll just ring up his people and see if there's a possibility that I might get an interview. And I mean, not thinking that I would, but I thought, well, it's worth asking.
Of course, yes.
And I'd never interviewed anybody before, but the people I spoke to said, well, look, come along on the night, come to the stage door, we'll see what we can do. So I turned up at the stage door of the City Hall in Newcastle just before the gig,
yeah.
And I was asked if I'd just kind of wait for a moment or two, and they came back and said, yeah, he'll talk to you now. So I was ushered into the main dressing room at Newcastle City Hall. There's Paul and all the group, his wife Linda, and all the Wings group, and here's little old me with my portable tape machine, never having interviewed anybody before, about to talk to Paul McCartney, and of course one of the most famous people in the world. And growing up, I'd been and still am a massive Beatles fan.
Yes.
So it was quite a start, and one that I've never forgotten.
Paddy Macdee,
Here to here.
Radio Newcastle.
Hello, good afternoon. Taking you back now to the 1970s and a little bit of David Bowie.
It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, but her mummy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go, but her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through her sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a sad thing for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools if they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? It's on the merry cow's tortured brow that Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. And now the workers have struck for fame, 'cause Lennon's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Rule Britannia is out of bounds, to my mother, my dog and clowns. But the film is a sad thing more, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be writ again, as I ask you to vote for some sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's a freakiest show. Take a look at the old man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars?
To the Paddy Macdee 70th birthday tribute show with me, Dartsman. Another birthday message for you, Paddy, from Linda in Whitley Bay. Happy birthday, Paddy, she says, and sexy at 70. Looking forward to you coming back in the near future for the Tea Time radio show. I think a lot of people are feeling the same way as well, Paddy. So, on the list that we've got here, and by the way, thank you to Linda in Whitley Bay for that message. We played a bit of David Bowie, Life on Mars, released in 1971 from the album Hunky Dory. And it was a number 3 hit, and it stayed in the charts for 13 weeks. Chubby Checker, oh, everybody loves Chubby Checker, and Twist Again, that was released in 1961. And Chubby is still with us today, and very widely known he was for his twist dance style. And of course, the lovely Sandy Shaw, the first ever British winner of the Eurovision Song Contest. So we played Always Something There to Remind Me, which was a #1 hit in 1964. Okay, folks, take a breather. I'm back after this. 1977 as well, you moved to Metro Radio. Did you decide to take up a new opportunity when they offered you a slot? And that's also when you met a lovely young lady by the name of Lynn Spencer.
Well, I wanted to get more airtime, and the best way to do it was to move to one of the commercial stations, and I was lucky to be offered a job at Metro back in '77, and stayed there for a number of very happy years, including doing the breakfast show for 3 years. And as you say, met Lynn, who was working as well as working at Tyne Tees at Metro, and that's where we got together back in the middle 1980s.
Because Lynn was one of the most friendliest faces on Tyne Tees, wasn't she? Because I remember I looked on the internet and I seen an old Tyne Tees continuity still photograph of her with a glass of champagne in her hand.
Oh yeah, she still has a glass of champagne.
Oh, bless her. She works too hard, doesn't she?
Paddy Macdee,
Ear to ear.
Radio Newcastle.
Hello, welcome back. Now taking you to another classic and Etta James.
I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day. But I want you to be true. And I just want to make love to you. Love to you. Ooh, love to you. All I want to do is wash your clothes. I don't want to keep you indoors. There is nothing for you to do but keep me making love to you. Love to you. Ooh, love to you. And I can tell by the way you walk that walk, and I can hear by the way you talk that talk, and I can know by the way you treat your girl that I can give you all the love in the whole wide world. All I want you to do is make your bread, just to make sure you're well fed. I don't want you sad and blue, and I just wanna make love to you. Love to you. Ooh, love to you. Ooh. And I can tell by the way you walk that walk, and I can hear by the way you talk that talk, and I can know by the way you treat your girl that I could give you all the love in it whole wide world. All I wanna do is cook your bread, just to make sure you're well fed. I don't want you sad and blue, and I just wanna make love to you. Love to you. Ooh, yeah, love to you.
Just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. On that you can depend and never worry. You see, my love is alive. It's like a seed that only needs the thought of you to grow. So if you feel the need for company, please, my darling, let it be me. I may not be able to express the depth of the love I feel for you, but a writer put it very nicely. When he was away from the one he loved, he sat down and wrote these words. No wind, no wind, no rain, no rain. Oh, winter's cold can't stop me, babe. Oh, babe, baby, baby, you're my gold. Oh, no wind, no rain, no rain, no rain can stop me, babe. If you are I know you must follow the sun wherever it leads. But remember, if you should fall short of your desires, remember life holds for you one guarantee. You'll always have me. And if you should miss my loving one of these old days, if you should ever miss the arms that used to hold you so close, or the lips that used to touch yours so tenderly, just remember what I told you the day I set you free. No mountain high enough, no valley low enough, no river wide enough. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough. Ain't no mountain high enough.
days when the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts a thumping, and you, a brown-eyed girl, and you, my brown-eyed girl. And whatever happened to Tuesday and so slow, gone down the old man with a transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing, hiding behind a rainbow's wall, slipping and sliding all along the waterfall with you, a brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, just like that. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. So hard to find my way now that I'm all on my own. I saw you just the other day. My, you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, in the green grass? Bit by bit by bit by bit by bit by bit.
Another trio of classics for you there, Paddy, as I kicked off with Etta James and I Just Want to Make Love to You, which was released in 1961, a cover of Muddy Waters' version. Diana Ross, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, released in 1967. And also Van Morrison, which you've played numerous of times on your show, Brown Eyed Girl, released in 1967. And it was a year before my mother was born. I'm back after this for the final part of the Paddy Macdee tribute birthday show. Tell me, Paddy, you went on to become one of the North East's most recognised faces on BBC Look North. You worked alongside, obviously, currently Carol Malia, Wendy Gibson, Steve Sutton, John Lawrence, who's doing more community announcing to this day, and the late legendary Mike Neville MBE. So how did you end up appearing on telly reading the news?
Well, I'd done one or two screen tests for the BBC, and they rang up and said, would I like to do some occasional work. I started out doing just part-time work for the BBC, doing some of the bulletins at breakfast time, lunchtime, the Late Look North's weekend bulletins, and it kind of grew from there that I ended up virtually working full-time for both radio and television.
Can I ask you, Paddy, how tall are you?
Small but perfectly formed. I'm 5'5", I think.
Right. The reason I asked you is because I've noticed on telly, when I watched an old bulletin of yourself doing the weekend programme, that you look tall behind the desk.
Look tall behind it? Yeah, well, people often used to say you look taller on the television. I'm not quite sure why that is, but...
It must be just the angle of the way the camera is.
Paddy Macdee,
Ear to ear.
Radio Newcastle.
Welcome back to the final part of the Paddy Macdee 70th birthday tribute show. A final message for you, Paddy, from Corey in South Shields. Happy birthday, Paddy. You're an absolute mint legend and hopes that you're back on air soon. So thank you, Corey, for that in South Shields. Okay, to depart the last part of this show, I think we better play a little bit of Paddy's favourite band, the Beatles. And I picked a perfect track to depart on this programme. So Paddy, sit back, get that stereo blasting as we listen to Hey Jude.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. And anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulder. Well, you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making his world a little colder. Na 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 na. Hey Jude, don't let me down. You have found her, now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. So let it out and let it in. Hey Jude, begin. You're waiting for someone to perform with. And don't you know that it's just you? Hey Jude, you'll do. The movement you need is on your shoulder. Na 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 na, yeah. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better, 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 better. Yeah, 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 yeah,
was it for this edition and for the Paddy Macdee birthday tribute show. That was a bit of the Beatles and Hey Jude. Happy birthday, Paddy, and I hope you've enjoyed this show. It's been a pleasure, my friend. And I hope we'll see you back, or not we'll hope, we'll definitely see you back on air once this pandemic's died down quite a bit. As I say, thank you very much for listening. And next episode, we've got Lorraine Crosby standing in for me as she has an important announcement. So I shall get her hosting the next episode. But from everybody here on this edition and from myself, Dartsman, I'll see you all again soon. Until the next time, goodbye.